All right. I want to start off by saying Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Kol Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash. Shalom to you sincere Akim out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwath that are out there listening and learning as well. With that being said, Adawan Ratazah, this will be edifying. As usual, I'm going to go into Rakah Kwadash. And shouldn't be too long. I just had the main thing that I want to speak on, obviously, is what's going on between America, DJ Chump, Mr. Wayne Brady, let's make a deal. He's attacking the Houthis in Yemen. That's breaking news. The last time the U.S. struck Yemen, the Houthis in Yemen, was I think it was November, under the tutelage, under the leadership of Creepy Joe. But DJ Trump has started again, and he's saying it's going to be much more effective, much more precise, much more deadly, And he was saying that basically Biden was being easy on him, and he ain't gonna go easy. And so this is beautiful times, showing you that, as we always say, there's a time and place for everything. There's a season. The scriptures talk about seasons. We're in the season of war. Okay. Matter of fact, one of the things that DJ Trump did also, I reposted it in the post section. He deported a whole bunch of so-called, Venezuelan gang members. I don't know if there's MS-13. I don't know what gang it was, but he deported a bunch of so-called Venezuelan gangs under the I think it was the Aliens Enemies Act, which is a wartime legislation. It's a very controversial wartime legislation, and he did it against the behest of, I think, Congress. It's always some type of division going on in Babylon. But the point of the matter is that shows you the time that we're living in. He invoked it, a wartime legislation, the Aliens Enemies Act, because we're not in a time of peace. We're in a time of war. The last time that was invoked, they said, was during World War II, and they used it against, I believe it was either the Chinese or the Japanese immigrants, So we definitely are not in a time of peace. We're definitely at the door. We've been in World War III, but things are getting hot and heavy. Things are escalating. It's a whole, but you go, do your own due diligence. I'm not going to be too long, but a couple precepts were in my mind, and I said, let me just bring it out, put it on wax. Nothing we don't already know, but the prophecies are screaming. And even DJ Trump, Putin is warning. Of course, he's been warning, but he's saying he's warning against striking the Houthis. Putin is, because we know that these are all proxy wars, man. These are all proxy wars between the West and the East, primarily between Babylon, America, and Russia, and their allies. Read a little bit of this. It says Houthi rebels. Oh, and also, which I got Joel. What's that? Joel 3. I got Joel 3, Joel 2. But it says, let the weak say I'm strong. Yemen is one of the poorest countries allegedly in the world, man. And why the fuck does a major superpower like America have to step in? Well, I got that on deck too. Let the least of the flock shall draw them out. We are in beautiful time. The prophecies are screaming if you're watching it, and things are intensifying. Everything is coming to a head. So it says Houthi rebels say they have retaliated after a new series of U.S. airstrikes hit the port city of Hodayada. The U.S. military confirmed the new strikes and says they will continue until the Iran-backed Houthis and their attack ships traveling end their attack on ships traveling through the Red Sea. So basically, America just coming to the aid of Israel, man. That's all that is. But the Houthis is nothing more than a what they call them. The Houthis are just they're doing the bidding of Iran. They're poor. They don't have. They're getting all their drones and all their support from Iran, which we know Iran is a major ally of Russia and China, so on and so forth. They're a BRICS ally. You see, it's no different than the Taliban. We know the Taliban was being supported by the CIA, by the US of A. You see, so all these governments, they do the same thing. Shadow war, it's all really just proxy wars. But they're eventually gonna stop with all this proxy war bullshit and lock horns. And that's the times that we're coming into. So Adawan Ratazar, this made sense. That made sense. I'm not the best when it comes to, but hopefully the point is conveyed. And first scripture I'm going to go into is Matthew 10, straight to the point. You see it's in red. It's out of Yahushai's mouth. I'm going to read it in the KJV and the NLT, Matthew 10 and 34. We know it, but I like what it's straight to the point, but also even further to the point in the NLT. Think not that I come to send peace on the earth. Yeah, Wayne Brady, you ain't going to make a fucking deal. You can't make a deal. Keep that same terrible, violent, bloody spirit, man. Keep that same energy, because ain't no peace. There's no peace for the wicked. There's no rest for the wicked. Think not that I come to send peace on the earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. And then in the NLT, don't imagine that I came to bring peace to the earth. I came not to bring peace, but a sword. And we know a sword is a killing instrument. The modern day sword is a gun. Okay? And the ultimate sword is what? Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's arrows, those ICBMs, those hypersonic missiles, those thermal, which will be shot off from them silos, primarily upon America. This whore, she's going to get burnt with fires. Even your allies, as we keep bringing out, are going to turn upon you and burn you. But also, you goddamn Amalekites. As it is written, a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. So you're going to get mollywopped too. You so-called Israelis, you're going to get hit with that besom of destruction too. You see? So let's get some more. Again, the title of that clip was, why is the U.S. attacking the Houthis so forcefully? Because they know they have a short time. And they're taking marching orders at the behest of them Israelis. Okay? You could read Jeremiah 49 and 20 or Jeremiah 50 and 45. They say the same thing. I'll read 49 and 20. Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord Yahweh, and the Lord is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. He's the ultimate warrior, man. And Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai been playing chess, and all the pieces are in place. All the pieces are in place. Esau been running out of moves, man. It's checkmate in about, I say, 2 or 3 moves, man. And that's his ass. So it says, therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord Yahweh that he hath taken against Edom, and his purposes that he hath proposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. I told you, they gonna get hit with America, Babylon the Great, and the so-called Holy Land. The land of Palestine is gonna be completely nuked. Because that especially the Holy Land, that bitch is defiled over there in Stink City, Tel Aviv. That shit got to be refreshed, terraformed, So that's the point. The least of the flock shall draw them out. That's why DJ Trump been pled his allegiance to them small hats. Okay, I read that already. Zephaniah 3 and 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh. And we're patiently waiting, and we're hastening this day. We're looking forward to this, man. We can't wait until the day that I rise up to the prey. Right now, we're the prey. We're the prey. These heathens, primarily Esau, Edom, they're preying upon Yasharallah. We are the meek, the lowly, the downtrodden, the oppressed, the forgotten. We need saving from our enemies, from our oppressors. That's what Yahweh Shai Hamashiach is coming to do. Save us from our enemies. Okay? But there's a changing of the guard. All right? The roles about to be reversed. Okay? These lowly fishers, we going to turn to hunters. But we got to wait on Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. Okay, and he's on his way. Behold, I come quickly. Okay, our salvation is nigh, it's near. So it says, therefore wait the patience and the faith of the saints. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination, this is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's will. And he's doing it right. He's gathering them as we speak to the valley, in the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, where he going to plead with all flesh. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation, his righteous anger, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. And that's the times that we're living in. Okay? Beautiful times. Okay? He's gathering them as we speak. That's why the strikes started back up on the Houthis in Yemen. Joel 3 and 9. Let me see. Okay, yeah. Joel 3 and the whole chapter is good. Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, the other nations, you 17 heathen nations. Prepare war, and they've been preparing. Wake up the mighty men. Prime example, Ethiopia, Persia, Libya. Okay? Moab. You see? Prepare war. What are they? Which war? They're preparing for this third woe that's coming quickly. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up, because it's going to be a world war. And there's a line being drawn in the sand. And right now they're conducting economic warfare, but that's going to come to a drastic halt, and they're going to actually enter into kinetic warfare. You see? It says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let all the weak say, I am strong. Okay? Don't worry about your infrastructure. Don't worry about your economy so much. Don't worry about your educational system and all this stuff. No. Focus on the military industrial complex. Okay? Prepare yourself to go against the big bully on the block. Okay? Prepare yourself for this galactic battle against the hammer of the earth, this whore. Let the weak say, I am strong. Again, Yemen is one of the poorest countries in the world. So why the fuck would America have to step in? Because they're not alone. They have friends in high places. Assemble yourselves. Again, that's what the Lord's determination is. He's gathering them. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord Yahweh. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. And you can read the whole chapter. But, I don't want to make this video too long. Let's keep pushing. Keep on pushing. Of course, Ezekiel 38 must be read. Let's run through it. Broken record. Ezekiel 38, and the word of the Lord, but it's screaming more and more so each day that passes. And the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against the land of Gog and Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against them, talking about them Russians, Putin. Okay? And remember, they're Edomites also. They're our adversary also. But what? They're a means to an end. That's why I said prophesy against them. We don't give a damn you open up the goddamn Russian icons. You should have been did that, you goddamn devils. But what happened? What did they say? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Hey, that's manifold. You're our friend for the moment. You're Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's friend for a moment. But we're your friend because we shameful spewing is on this devil's glory. You basically, only reason you opened the icon was to spit in this damn devil's face. Sure, you wanted to expose his hypocrisy, but you a goddamn hypocrite too. And say, thus saith the Lord, Adawan Yahweh, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into, we always go into this, the apostles been broke it down. going in. That old USSR Soviet Union spirit is being put back in Russia. Okay, that Cold War. The Cold War is hotter than ever. It's no longer a Cold War. It's a hot war. Okay, and it's brewing. It's percolating, baby. Let's get it jumping. Salakia. It's beautiful times, man. Beautiful times, man. We're supposed to be lively stones. These are exhilarating times to be alive, man. I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. The king's heart is in the hands of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it ever whichsoever way he will. And I will bring thee forth, Salakia. I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even, Salakia, all sorts of armor. They gon', hey, these heathens, they got all type of shit we don't even know about, all type of secret military programs, laser beams, all type of sound frequency. This devil has perfected the sword. He done mastered chemical warfare. Psychological warfare. This devil got EMP bombs and all types of shit, man. He can kill you with radio frequency. This devil, but they gon' all this shit finna be used. Whatever military programs and shit they came up with, you best believe it's finna be used. Ain't none of that shit going into the kingdom. They gon' all their robot dogs, all their robot soldiers, their super soldiers, all that shit finna come out in these days, man. You know? And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. That BRICS alliance, okay, which is growing, getting stronger and stronger each day that passes. More and more of America's allies are looking at, jump sides, because Putin and them looking real strong, America looking real weak, Persia, and we know Persia is Iran. They're a major ally of Russia, and they're a force to be reckoned with. The Iranians, man. Go watch the movie 300. That's Persia, that's Iran. And they know their history. A lot of them Iranians know they are Persians. Ethiopia and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. It says Gomer, if I'm not much, I can't remember either Gomer. Y'all ain't gonna put it in the comments. Nobody ever comments on it, besides a few brothers. Shalom to you. But I can't remember off the top. Gomar and Togomar, I believe one of those is Turkey, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. I gotta go back and check do my due diligence. But I'm not. This is referring to Turkey, if I'm not mistaken. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomar of the north quarters and his bands, and many people with thee. So it says, and many people with thee. You see that? It says, be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. They all got each other's backs. True allies, unlike America's allies. America's showing himself to be the damn devil that he can't be trusted. The EU, your European allies are like, God damn, nigga. We've been paying all these fucking NATO fees and all this shit. Now you wanna renege on the contract? You talking about you don't want to have our back? You threatening to disrupt our communication and take down Starlink and all this type shit? You want us to pay even more? So they like, man, fuck this devil, fuck this whore. That's why they gonna eat your flesh and burn you with fire. It's Canada, Mexico. Yay, man, you stepped in it. You really stepped in it. But hey, man's going of the Lord. How then can a man understand his own way? It says, that's the point. I could keep going. There's some more in there. Matter of fact, let me see. I think it's here. I will stir up the Medes. Maybe it's somewhere else. They shall not regard silver nor gold. Maybe it's somewhere else. I can't remember, But anyway, I hit the main point. Be prepared, For thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, be thou a guard unto them. And again, verse 5, Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya, to name a few prominent nations. I'm keying in on Persia, Iran, because it's obvious, evidently, that the Houthis are being backed by Iran. And Iran obviously ain't by themselves, or else Putin wouldn't step in. You see? So this thing is intensifying. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to behold. I'm going to close out here. Joel chapter 2, 2 and 20. Okay? This is what's happening. All these proxy wars, Ukraine, all this shit, it's ultimately culminating to that great battle in the so-called Middle East, Western Asia. Okay? Which Elder Apostle Harden broke down. That's going to be right around like Saudi Arabia and that barren and desolate land. Okay? The third woe is coming quickly. These nations are being gathered as we speak. All the nations are already down there. It's a hotbed of activity. The Strait of Hormuz and all that shit. All type of naval air carriers or whatever. You know, it's a hotbed, and they've been constantly striking each other. You know, it's only intensifying. Okay, it's a Joel 2 and 20. Joel 2 and 20. But I will remove far from you the northern army, America, these Babylonians. Everybody, hey, all of you fucking veterans, all you, you military men, you about to be redeployed, and guess what? Your ass ain't coming back. You going to the meat grinder. Putin, Putin cold as fuck, man. He sent them all them people that died in Ukraine. He gifted them meat grinders. You know. Oh, a lot of you jakes, a lot of you tribes, you love this place, and guess what? Your black ass, your spick ass, your coon ass, your skin ass, your wetback ass. You know. You Trumpers, you fucking Hodge twins, you ex-military men. Don't be surprised your yellow ass, your green-eyed yellow ass. I'm joking, they are Jake, but they're a bunch of goddamn Trump coons, man, making mockery of the Israelites. Don't be surprised your black asses, your yellow asses, your coon asses, your spick asses go to the meat grinder, and you ain't coming back. But I will remove far from you the northern army, and will drive him into a land barren and desolate. Again, around the Saudi Arabia, around that area. Okay? With his face, and when you check it out, that land is barren and it's a desert. Everything is imported, artificially built up, just like Las Vegas and shit. That's a desert. You know? And that's gonna be the worst type of warfare. Because it's going to be, what they call it? I forget the word. I forget the word. I slip in my mind. The kind of warfare that urban warfare. That's the most deadly, man. The most deadly. And then technology has increased. I told you, they're going to unleash everything. All them drones, robot dogs, sniping. It's going to get bloody. That's why they're going to have to implement a draft. And they've already been talking about it. Conscription. They already know what time it is, man. And remember, all wars are bankers' wars. Don't get it twisted. Russia, all these nations are really they're really all just doing the bidding of the wicked elite. All wars are bankers' wars. It's no coinky-dink that the BRICS, they're trying to roll out their central bank digital currency. All these nations trying to go digital, including Moab, because they know that's the wave. That the fiat system is done. All these nations were on board with this paper dollar fiscal fiat system, but no fiat system lasted forever. They all knew that when they signed up for it. Okay? But they had a plan. They had an end game. What was the end game? The end goal? This new world order, which is going to be a digital system, which they believe they're going to have complete control on the whole world through this digital system, through this Internet of Things. And they want to connect you to the Internet of Things. Don't get it twisted. They're all in cahoots, man. It's all theater of war. They want this war, man. Putin want it. They all want it. But they want to control it, But things are going to spiral out of control. Why? Because these kings, these nations are proud. especially these Babylonians. His look was more stout than the rest of his fellows. So it's going to get out of control and get out of hand real quick. You see? Ultimately, because this is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai's movie. This is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai's will. They think they controlling everything and they got it all figured out. But Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform the enterprise. But I will remove far from you the northern army, and will drive him into a land barren and desolate, and his face toward the east sea, and his hinder part toward the utmost sea. And his stink shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he have done great things. Yeah, you going into that meat grinder. It says the body shall not be buried nor lamented. They going to fill the earth, as dung, to the camel's hoof. Hey, the slain of the Lord shall be many. A lot of death is going to go down over there, man. Let the bodies hit the floor. That's the time that we're coming into, man. And also, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to close out. What's going to happen also? That's 2nd Ezra, I think that's 16 or 15. The bridegroom shall mourn. The young maids of marriageable, roughly paraphrasing, of marriageable age, they shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. For in the wars they shall die. They shall starve of they shall die of famine and shit. Yeah, all you men finna be emptied out, and you gonna go to that third woe, man. All you GMO babies, all you Call of Duty heads, you love playing them shooters. What you call them? First person shooters and shit. You love playing them war games. Yeah, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai put the spirit on you for when you really go to war. You see? And you ain't coming back. You going into that meat grinder and you ain't coming back. A lot of you women gonna go. A lot of you transformers gonna go. We can't wait, baby. We can't wait. Your part times. Anyway, keep watching, keep fighting, keep pushing, keep praying, keep offending as least as possible. Putting on as the elect. We're close, man. Shalom. Wa abad babal kwam nesharala.